Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Maserati Show. Once again, I am Maserati, and I'm here with my drink.
Of your
What?
drink of what's the
I can't
drink?
pronounce it.
What?
It's Effer Effer
Put it up
Effer
to the camera.
They.
Put it up to the camera. No, turn it F. Oh, Ifari or Farve? Ifarve? Ifarve.
I don't know.
It's definitely Vay at the end. What's going on, Bama? Hello, hello. Yeah, I don't, child. How you gonna buy something you can't pronounce though?
It tastes good. I like it.
Can y'all
It's
can
got
y'all
water
hear
from
him on
France.
Instagram? I'll turn it up a little bit. I'm actually live on the platforms right now, and my co-host is trying to explain or give the name of this drink that he can't pronounce. How much it cost?
You can't pronounce it either.
I didn't buy it. Wait. We about to have an echo. Thank you, Bama. Okay, it's gone now. I didn't buy it. Honestly, if I
Effer
was in the store,
Effer.
if I was in the store, okay, and I couldn't pronounce it because I definitely would have tried
Effer
to, I would have asked somebody, "Where'd you buy it from?"
Heinens.
Oh, okay. So it's not all that fancy. It's just a fancy name. It's
I mean,
not
it's
like
pretty
buying it from
fancy. It's water from France.
the dollar store wine fancy, but so what is this drink? What? Family
It's
Dollar sells
sparkling water
barefoot.
from France.
No, Family Dollar sells barefoot wine. And it's cheaper. It's the same fucking wine. It's like $1 cheaper.
Wine.
I was talking about for me. I asked you what that is though. I said it's not wine.
This is sparkling water. The water is from France.
Water what?
Uh,
Water from
Sparkling
France.
water. Yeah,
Child.
spring water
Childish.
sourced from Sault-Ste-Marie, France.
Hmm. Interesting. Well, I used to drink Fiji
Born
water. I don't
in
think it was really from Fiji though. I doubt it.
Alsace.
Yo,
Born in
DJ Fish.
Alsace,
Hey, I'm
France.
sorry. I've been so busy looking to the left and then trying to figure out what the hell my co-host is drinking. What's going on? How are you? You wait. Okay. So, all right. Whatever. Why are you just staring at it like that, or are you frozen?
No,
Oh,
I'm
okay. I
reading.
mean, you sat still for so long. I thought your camera froze.
What's it's so
And
complicated
that
as far
wasn't
as the
originally a
drinking
shot,
is.
but it did become one. Like,
Uh,
why did that take you so long to read that? Hey, okay, no, wait,
there's a
okay,
lot to read
Elmo. I don't know how to say that.
when
Say
you buy the
what?
fancy waters. It's a lot to read when you buy the fancier waters.
I wouldn't know. I have a
That's
filter.
that's a this is a fall 2022 right here.
Of fall 2022. Let me turn that off so I can hear. I had to turn my
This is
heat
right
off
here.
and freeze so I can actually hear you. Okay. You wildin'. Ooh, I am not turning that heat off.
Get
It
you the
got cold as
blanket.
fuck. I just won't hear you. Oh my god. That temperature dropped like 5 degrees since
Get you
I
a
turned that
blanket.
little heater off. Um, okay. So fuck that. Let's just get into the first topic, shall we? First topic,
All
go.
right. John Morant has been
Already know
shown
that.
once again with the gun on live.
He was what? Say it again.
This is his John Morant has been shown again with a gun on live.
Hmm. Now, I have questions. One, did he post the video himself or did somebody post it, like capture him and then posted it?
I think it was his friend's live that they was on, and
Oh
his
yeah, you
friend
said
had
live. My bad.
his live going.
Oh, so he knew his
Huh?
friend was live, and because I seen the video, but like quickly, I didn't really care. And he seen it and he was waving it. Oh, so he knew exactly what he was doing. Okay. Like even
Yeah.
if he had known he was being recorded it. Lord have mercy. Even if he had known he was being recorded, it's still they didn't have to post it, but you saw they were live and you decided to be stupid. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Okay, so here's the thing. A lot of people's trying to compare it to like other NBA players that has like pictures of them going hunting and showing guns or whatever the case may
It's
be.
not the same.
And I think people don't understand context of certain things. If you're at a gun range and you're shooting a gun, it's fine. If you're going hunting, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you're just in a car, like
Yeah.
that's dangerous. Like put yourself in that situation. If you see somebody with rifles and a truck and it looks like they're going hunting, you don't feel any type of way. If you see somebody at a gun range with a gun, you don't feel no type of way. If I see a nigga in a car with a gun and he gets out the car and we at a gas station, nigga, I'm getting back in the car.
Yeah.
I don't care how safe you think it is. I don't care if you think it's equal or whatever the case. Nigga, guns are dangerous and guns will go the fuck off. And you're waving it around like you're in a music video. I'm assuming he's not trained. So if you're not trained with a firearm, that means you have the chance of shooting your fucking self or shooting off in the car and it ricochet and hit somebody else. And now you really fucked. So, and he
Listen.
just got in trouble for this shit. He got in
Yeah,
trouble for some gun shit
exactly.
before.
And that's to me is like everything you said is correct, but that to me is honestly the biggest thing because it's not even. It is about like not endangering people. Like I don't even. Was it loaded? It might not have even been loaded, but it's knowing that your livelihood is on the line by doing this. That's what I don't understand because you are in the type of job where when you're doing things like this, you can get fired. You not only get you lose endorsements, you lose whatever forms of income that you have, and now it's the second time for you being in trouble. And it's interesting that I think maybe the reason I thought somebody recorded and posted him was because people were like blaming his friends, which I didn't. Even if that was the situation, I still that's still on you. But people were blaming his friends, like, oh, somebody should be responsible for him because he's, in the public eye. Y'all shouldn't be doing it. I'm like, yo, first of all, if you have friends like that, you shouldn't be around them. You have the wrong people around you. And I know it's hard. It's very hard for people to let go, of what they're used to. I totally understand that. I totally understand. But again, you gotta like prioritize as you have been doing to get this far. Responsibilities, like once you make it this far, responsibilities like this aren't new. You've been doing things pretty much your whole fucking life to avoid situations like this. People have been telling you, I'm sure, your whole life, knowing the moment somebody sees talent and you get around the right people, which obviously he was, or he wouldn't have made it this far, they gonna tell you, like, don't do dumb shit like that. Don't give people a reason. So I don't know. That's
First,
my speech for
first
him.
off, first off, Ricky,
Yes.
I want you to understand something. You remember Clarence from 8 Mile?
Yes.
That's Ja Morant. He comes from a very good neighborhood, two parent household, two good incomes. Saying he's not from the hood. He's not. That's not him. He's not. It's not like he's
But
hanging
that
around some
doesn't
niggas
mean
from the
you don't
hood.
get the same spiel. It's just
I
maybe
mean, listen.
presented to you a little bit different, and your environment isn't as harsh, so you don't have to hear it as much. But better yet, if you're telling me you're coming from a better environment, then you know. See, what I said didn't apply to. Why did you think because of how I said that meant he came from the hood though? I didn't say anything like that. Being around the wrong people doesn't mean you coming from the hood. You could be around the wrong people coming from the fucking greatest suburbs there is. But that doesn't mean it's from it's just being around the wrong people. Joey said trade him before the NBA suspends him longer. Who's gonna take him?
He said
Now I
what?
don't watch
Oh,
sports.
trade him before the
He
NBA
said
says.
trade him
Oh,
before
I
the
mean,
NBA suspends him longer.
but what
I
is
don't have
trading
the
him go
stuff
do
on the
though?
screen.
He just.
Say what?
I can see it on here. I can see it on
Oh, it does
here.
show. Okay.
I mean, what is trading him? What is trading him gonna do though? Because he gonna still have the same people.
For
He
the
has the money
team
to
that he
have
had, so the team
the
that
same
he's
people.
coming from, I totally get what Joey is saying. He's saying the team that he's coming from, load him off while he's still worth something. That's what he's saying. And I'm saying,
Oh,
well, who would bother taking? That it would be
it's
like it would be a team that's in desperate need of him.
Yeah,
because he's a
they
repetitive.
like I don't understand. Like, okay, so understand this: if you go onto the Nike website right now, they don't. There's no more John Morant shoes. They pulled it.
Hmm. Yeah,
They
it's
pulled his
probably too late.
shoes.
That's why I'm like, yo, who's going to take him?
Like that. Like when you do something crazy and that first time, and you go through the whole PR run and the whole press run of I'm sorry, I make mistakes. I'm
Right.
young. I'm dumb. I make
Yep.
mistakes.
You get
You
that
get a
one
pass.
pass, fam.
But you can't go back a month later and do the same shit. Because now they like,
Yeah.
okay, nigga, it's not a mistake. It's a
Right.
habit. You're
Yep.
doing this shit.
Yeah, that's what he's
And
a
you're
repeat
just now
offender.
getting caught doing the shit.
Yeah, he's a repeat offender now. He is now a
There you go.
repeat offender, and it's unfortunate, you know. Like I said, I don't really watch sports anymore. So, but I've heard his name plenty. Like he's definitely, you know, a name that's mentioned a lot. My inside of my eyes itching so bad. He's definitely a name that you know I'm constantly hearing about. But you know, only a small percentage of people make it. There are talented people that have not made it for these same reasons. So, hey, and I ain't even saying it's over for him. I'm not saying that. Um, these are we've had this discussion before. I don't know if we were talking about him or someone else, where we were saying, you know, having being young and having money makes you feel invincible. So I don't know why he would think that he's like above any repercussions because you ain't the greatest NBA player ever to be seen on this court. But yeah, that's you know everybody is wired you know to do things differently, and I question sometimes when it comes to athletes because I said the same thing about Shakari. You know maybe the pressure is too much. Maybe you're trying to get that way out. Maybe you looking for them to give you an excuse to like fire you because you can't bring yourself to quit. You know, you just, who knows? I know if it was me, um, I've always taken you know my responsibilities as being an athlete, so it wouldn't be me. It wouldn't be me. Like some things we've had. Look, some things you just know about yourself. Like I wouldn't fuck that up. I wouldn't fuck that up. And I ain't saying, oh, I just be 100% perfect, but that would be something I wouldn't do. I'm 100% positive that's one of those things that's not going to cause me to lose everything that I worked so hard for. There's just no fucking way. No fucking way.
Yeah,
Um,
not no gun. Not for nothing
yeah,
stupid like that, because that's
yeah.
crazy. Like
And
you
that's
can
like
go
sometimes
home. You
shit
can literally go
happens.
home to your
I can
mansion
end
and
up
do
in a
that shit.
situation that I just had no control over, you know, and get like that's what I'm saying. There's just some things I know, things within my control, especially that's not gonna happen. But you know what? Speaking of things within people control, like I did that. Oh wait, you don't know my connection yet. Speaking of things for people within control, I finished watching Cleopatra on Netflix. Jada Pinkett has her. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. That is a round of applause because I loved it. I did not get the lady's name that played Cleopatra, but I feel like she did an amazing job. Um, like from the way she looked, how she moved, and but as far as things go and people control, like I said, I watched it and she was amazing. And unfortunately, she was amazing until she actually freaking loved somebody and then she was all fucked up. Then all the mistakes came in. All of these mistakes, boom, bow, 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 bow. I don't know where you want to start. You want me to give a breakdown of her because I pretty much memorized this woman's whole information that they gave on there because I loved it. I fucking loved it. Um,
You can get a breakdown. I'm gonna give my opinion.
okay, so I'll start with the first like breakdown. I guess some people are gonna hold on to it, but we can dispel the rumors. Cleopatra was black. Let's knock that right. Let's just get that one out the way right now. Cleopatra was black, no question. We now know, and look who came in right as I'm saying Cleopatra was black, no question. Hi, I see you over there. I'm not. Look, I'm gonna just wave at you because I know. She was black, no question. Um, she was the last pharaoh. She was a goddess. She was the embodiment of Isis. Um, she was intelligent. Apparently, from all reports, she was beautiful. I don't think that's ever not been the case. Things, however, were added to her because of her being so amazing. Keep in mind, this is a woman. Cleopatra was a woman, and times were rough. Cleopatra was a woman, and this was BC, or I think they say BCE now. But Egypt was a little different. We know Egypt was a little different when it came to pharaohs and women in power. She gained, it was her birthright. She earned that. I think her father, Tuli, I'm not sure. I could have that wrong. I'm pretty sure that was the name. And this is why people are saying that she was definitely black, because of who her father was. They can't really get the origins of her mother. She was a conqueror. She was a conqueror of land. She was a conqueror of hearts. I feel like when they be like, yo, Italian men like black women, I think this is where it's coming from. She had Julius Caesar fucked up. She had Mark Anthony fucked up. I mean, come on. And because of that, they called her a witch. They called her a temptress. This is when these names started coming in for her, because of her being a woman and men following behind her because of her being such an intellectual woman, and they could freely talk to her and she could respond versus just, they didn't like that. So they put things out on her for that reason, and for the fact that they saw how Julius Caesar was being influenced by her and how Egypt ruled. And I say that because they thought Julius Caesar was trying to proclaim himself a god, which is what Egyptian pharaohs would refer to. Well, I don't want to say refer to themselves. Were seen as. I'll put it that way. They were seen as gods also. So, killed Julius Caesar. She had the baby by Julius Caesar. And it's very unfortunate because you wonder what history would be like if that worked out. That baby that they had, Caesarion, was supposed to be, which means little Caesar, by the way. He was supposed to be what brought Egypt and Rome together. Unfortunately, that didn't happen because they killed Julius Caesar. And then she was like, oh, okay, let me get the fuck out of here, because she happened to be there when they killed him. And, they definitely was going to kill her too. So what happened was, she goes back to Egypt, and I'm trying to make this as short as possible. She goes back to Egypt. She gets her shit together, and then... No, I'm sorry. She did not leave. I'm absolutely wrong. She didn't leave. She stayed. She stayed, and she got with who? Mark fucking Anthony. Then now he's all fucking in love with her. She gets pregnant, has twins. And Mark Anthony is fighting with Octavian, who you may know as Augustus, the first emperor of Rome. So... all in all, what they were trying to prevent from happening ended up happening with him. Augustus conquered both of them. Cleopatra kills herself. They don't know exactly how, but she apparently was not bitten by a snake. A snake is actually a representation of her death. The ASP, I think it was called. That's actually not true. And they even proved, when they said things in this, they proved it. They said that and part of the reason that the people thought that she was bitten by that is because they paraded her children that they left alive in front of the Romans, and they had the ass parent. This was just a symbolization of her death, though. But yeah, she killed herself because she was like, y'all not about to just parade me around and belittle my greatness. They actually weren't going to kill her because they knew they would have caused a problem, because even they respected Egypt in their beliefs, and she was Isis. She was a god, and they didn't want to do that because it would have made her a martyr, and Egypt would have been fighting Rome. But yeah, I really went. There's things that happen in history to really make you wonder. If that had worked out with Cleopatra and Julius Caesar, I don't know. I think she made the wrong decision. See, here's the thing, and then I'm gonna let you have the rest. She was with Mark Anthony instead of I felt like she could have got Octavian, but she knew Octavian, aka Emperor Augustus. She knew that he was not trying to claim her children, because she knew he was gonna have to kill her son. Her oldest was Julius Caesar's son. He could easily claim the throne back. So, but yeah. Poor girl. As soon as she fell in love, it was all fucked up. She should have left Mark Anthony. When she left his ass in that Mediterranean Sea, she should have been done with him. And my last thing I'm going to say, I thought it was fucking hilarious when she did leave him, and they was like, he had to chase her down. And all I could picture is all these fucking warships and him chasing this woman down across the fucking Mediterranean Sea. I mean, if you put that in our kind of terms, that was just Oh my god, I laughed so hard. I laughed so fucking hard when I thought about that. That was fucking hilarious. Okay, I'm done. I don't know how long that took.
All right. So I had learned about the film probably, I don't know, probably about a month ago
Mm-hmm.
before it came out because
Yeah.
everybody talked about the controversy about her being black in the movie, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody had like it was Reddit threads, it was YouTube videos, it was all types of people trying to break down history and this, that, and the third of saying like, they shouldn't have had a black female playing. Who is Adele James? That's who played Cleopatra in the movie. Adele James.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
My
Thank you. She did
my thing
amazing.
is this.
She. Oh my gosh. She look. Oh my
Um,
gosh. She looked amazing. Hello. Look. She got me on
yeah.
it.
So I don't know what it is about like okay, so there's never a problem until there's black people being cast for something that white people have a problem with. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that is the craziest, like even with the Little Mermaid and shit. Like, and they were just going crazy about the Little Mermaid being black.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, I don't care who they cast
Just do
when it
good.
comes to historic figure being black. Like, I don't care. They can have black. They can have a black nigga playing Elvis. I don't
Oh,
care
see,
at this
that's where
point
we
because
disagree. I think historical
because
figures should be what they
Egyptians
are. Yeah.
listen because listen for a long time, every movie that's ever came out with anything that was Egyptian, you would not know that there was black people in Egypt because they have been white. The whole cast,
Oh,
every
I knew.
Cleopatra movie, white. All of the they had the one movie that was real crazy where it was just white. That's not even close to being what Egyptians look like. And
Yeah.
I was like,
The Moses,
at all
the
this time,
Moses one,
there's been no
the
problems.
fifth,
None
the Ten
problem.
Commandment movie that everybody get forced to watch on Easter. That one.
No problem. No black people in any of these fucking movies that's in the middle of the fucking
Joe.
right on the fucking equator and shit. No problems. No black people. We never had a problem. One time they have a black person playing Cleopatra, everybody's in an
I
uproar.
didn't see that.
I don't care. Cast her with an afro and all the whole nine.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Because all of this time, every Egyptian movie, everybody, everybody. I'm like, you were looking to the whole little thing. It could be the Egyptians being slaves and shit and
Yeah.
working hard and shit.
I've
You
seen
look down
historical
and they's all white. I'm
documentaries.
like, why is everybody white?
Yeah. Yeah.
All this sun out here and ain't nobody get a tan.
Right.
Not even a fucking no tan or nothing. Just
That's
y'all
the
just cast
catch,
everybody white.
yo. That's the catch. So here's why it matters. It doesn't matter to me when it's fictional, but it matters to me when it's non-fictional. And it's for what you just said. Because one, people are used to being the things the way they want them to be. And these characters, when they're historical, they should be cast for the race and the culture they are, because it's also disrespectful to the person that actually lived. Okay? So, but when it's like what you said, the Little Mermaid, that I don't care about. They could be green for all the fuck I care, because it's not real. And when it's historically based, it also needs to be real because people don't understand. If people understood things like that, then you wouldn't wonder why now they're casting a woman of color, because I don't know what her actual background is. They're casting a woman of color as Cleopatra. But yeah, I'm very big on historical characters. Should be unless this is a parody or a spoof, something like that. And then what the fuck ever. But when you're trying to give people information, especially like what this was, because it's cinematic, but it's informative. So when you're doing that, then you get it right. You're giving them crossing the Mediterranean Sea, like I said, who she was with. Now we know her children's name. We know her father, who her father was. We know who her siblings were. So yeah, fuck yeah. No, that's like when I do something great and they go and make a movie about me in 100 fucking years and they make me a non-black woman. Oh, bitch, I'm probably gonna haunt you, first of all. Let's start there. Nah, oh my God, it so matters. And that's why it matters. I ain't even gonna say it to me. That's just why it matters. That shit fucking
Make
matters.
them all black.
That shit fucking
I
matters.
don't give a damn what movie.
That
I
shit
don't
don't
care what movie
matter.
it is,
Yeah,
make
we
them
know
all black.
you don't care.
And listen, because I take it a step further. Because for a long time, think about how many movies they've had out where they've had a depiction of Jesus.
Mm.
Jesus born supposedly in Bethlehem. And you look at where Bethlehem is located at, and every time it's been a white dude. Lily ass white. And I'm
Well,
like, there's no fucking white people in that.
there's
There's
historical
no
reasons
white
for
people
things like
over
that though
there.
too. No, see, that's the thing. You have to, and this is why I say people have to pay attention to history. They change images for reasons of power. The church would do things like this on purpose. We had a discussion before of how they made the devil have an elongated nose in order to look Jewish. So things like that happen for a reason, though. It's not for nothing. I'm not saying it's the right reason. What I'm saying is just the reason. Now what I will say when it comes to Jesus, and because of people's beliefs, a lot of people like to see what they believe in look like them. You'll have okay, perfect example. American Gods. They I don't know if it still does, but used to come on. I think it was Showtime. They had the Easter celebration, and they did bring up the original Ishtar. And when they had it, they had I don't know how many different Jesuses. They had an Hispanic Jesus, they had a German Jesus, they had a black Jesus, they had a white Jesus. So that's a little different. I feel like that's a little different. And I only say that because of what people believe in. Whether or not I agree with and then also, is Jesus real? That comes into question.
Listen,
because are we talking about a fictional or non-fictional character?
listen, if you're going by a story and you're saying he was born in Bethlehem and you look on that map and say, where's
Well, you don't have to
Bethlehem
do
at?
that. Hold on, I'm gonna stop you right now because I don't think you went to church like I did. They describe him: skin of bronze, hair of wool. So he has a description in the Bible of being a person of color. I'm not gonna say black, but being a person of color. And I'm
He
pretty
was black.
sure at that time, because we were just talking about Cleopatra. I mean, you look at where things, child. I don't know how far we should go with that.
Listen, he was black. Black, blackety, black, black, black. You look where Bethlehem was at. He was
That's
black.
what I was about to
There's
say.
no way that he could. You cannot be born in Bethlehem and be Asian or Mexican. No shit.
Well,
It's just impossible.
is that true?
No.
I've been to Egypt. Now hold on. Hold on. We had the discussion before of natural selection, right? Now, within going to Egypt, people were my complex. This is now. I'm not saying then. I'm just telling you it can happen because we always think we can't be bred out. Yes, we can. So they were from my complexion being the darkest to much fairer skin, but they're Egyptian. And we just had to actually, they say for her time though, and this was BCE. As far as Egypt goes, there was me, you, the color of my black ass laptop. There was some of everybody living there. Actually, hold on.
You can be a skin complexion, but that don't make you Mexican. It don't make you Asian.
But it's not about making you; it's what your complexion is. Because you're saying blackity black, and I'm saying Egyptians currently ain't blackity black. They're not.
I'm not saying okay, so I'm not saying skin complexion black. I'm saying you're black as in you're black. You're of African American descent. I'm not saying he was.
You did say that.
I'm not saying he's
by the
Tyrese.
equator and in the sun. I heard you. In the sun, you
Yeah,
had
but
to
I'm
have known about
saying.
your skin complexion.
But what I'm saying is this about skin complexion. When it comes to skin complexion, when you're looking at a movie about Egypt, there are no people that have been in the sun in those movies. None. Everybody's a complexion of fucking Elvis. So where is the diversity at? Where is my complexion? Where is the light skin?
Go by the studio.
Give it a light skin shit.
No. I'm gonna tell you where it is. I'm gonna tell you where it is. Go by the studio. Go by the equipment and make the fucking movie yourself.
Oh, I don't have to. Jada already made a movie with black people.
But that's your answer. That is your fucking answer. Because it's no different if somebody in Mexico was making the movies, guess what? They gonna cast the Mexicans. And the Mexican is gonna be Cleopatra. And
I
I'm
know they will,
sorry.
and
I just
that's
have to
why I
be
have
honest.
no
When people
problem.
ask questions like that, that is your fucking answer. Because you can't expect the people that own these studios, write the movies and shit like that to consider you. You have to consider yourself. That's it.
And you know why? And guess what? That's why I have no problem with the Black Elvis or a black George Washington movie
Then go
or a
make
black
it.
motherfucking
Then
whoever
go
else is
make it
white.
though.
Make them black.
Nobody's telling you not to. Just
Cast
make
them
sure
black.
that shit's good or you're gonna get canceled.
Cast them all black. Cast them
Nobody,
all
that's
black.
the
I
thing.
don't care
And
who
see,
gets
and
cast
I
as
get
black.
what you're saying. I only say it for reasons of people lack receiving proper information. But that is the answer to the question. Why do
We ain't been
this
we ain't got no
it's the
goddamn
same
proper
reason why
information
they
at all this
win the
time. Fuck
awards.
them.
It's the same fucking
We
reason.
ain't got no goddamn real information at all this time. Fuck them.
But that's not that, why do you think it's their duty to make the movie that you want to see?
Oh, I didn't say it's my duty. I just said I don't
No,
have a
I said, why do
problem
you
when they
think it's
cast a
their
black person.
duty? Why do you think it's on them to make it the way that it should be?
Oh, listen, I don't care how, if they want to make everybody white in Egypt, that's cool. That's okay. But when there's a black person being cast as a character and everybody has a problem with that character being black or of color, no matter if it's even Hispanic, whatever the problem is, guess what? I'm not gonna have a problem with it. I'm not gonna sit back and be like, well, historically, that's not correct. I'm gonna be sitting up there like, yeah, go ahead, Black Elvis, go ahead, Black such and such, go for it. They can make a movie about Aztecs, and they can have all blacks as Aztecs, light skinned
But
motherfucking
see,
niggas
Elvis, see, now that's
playing
different.
Mexican.
Because Elvis is a known figure. Now, hold on. I'm going to stop you right there. I get your example, but that is definitely different. Because everybody already knows who the fuck Elvis was. It's different when you make someone that far back, though. Not what they were. Because people don't know. And this is why I was saying the lack of information that people have. And that's when I put it on the studios. Yo, you're trying to give people accurate information about events and things, especially something like this that people aren't really aware of. Then I'm going to hold you accountable. Because don't try to come giving me information and then make but now hold on. Because this extends also to our shit. Because I had a problem. What was that Western movie that came out? That all black Western that came out like 2 years ago.
But the harder they fall,
Yes. When
the
they
harder they
made, what's
fall.
her name? Light skin, curly hair, skinny? No. It's disrespectful. That's not who she was. And I can't think of her name, but I had definitely heard of her before. But here's someone people have barely heard of. Hold on. Here's someone people have barely heard of, right? Here are black people making the movie, and you fuck her character up. You fuck the casting up. Why make her that? Why make her look that way? The girl that played her, yeah, I'm not knocking her skill. I'm just knocking you got cast for the wrong fucking thing. Because nobody's really heard of this lady. And now they perceive this picture, this European picture of her. I'm going to say it. They perceived this European picture of her, and it was the exact opposite. And one of the reasons that also matters, because you have to understand, by her not looking like that, it was even harder for her to do the things she did. Now y'all changing history. So that is actually a better example of the Elvis one I was trying to debate. That's the time where you don't do it, and that was black people doing that shit. So I don't know.
I didn't have a problem with it. She was black.
I'm sure you did, and I did because I knew who that lady was, and I'm like, wow, this is so fucked up. And then you, like I said, you also think of what her life was like. First of all, her life would have been just a smidge easier if she actually looked like that. That the person they cast was damn near passable. Matter of fact, back then she probably would have been. So yeah, that's kind of fucked up. Joe, you doing? I cannot get this drop to stop. What are you winning over there? I can't turn this freaking alert off. And I don't know why. He's over there winning all kind of shit. Some scam for something. I have no idea what he's winning, but he's winning. Speaking of winning, if my computer cooperates with me, I'll be able to change the title, and I have to talk slower so I can catch up to the computer. Speaking of winning, we have Martha Stewart. Oh wow, I didn't jump around the screen like that.
I fuck.
We have Martha Stewart on Sports Illustrated at the tender age of 81, which makes her the oldest person to appear in a swimsuit and have all her images altered to make her look 61. Give me the real 81 Martha. Give me the old lady, 81-year-old Martha on that goddamn cover. They was so full of shit with them pictures. Get the fuck out of here. Skin blur, touch up, all that. Now, I'm not saying everybody don't get it. I know, I understand it. But leave a couple wrinkles. Leave at least actually, fuck 61. She looks 41. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? And the other things I noticed, like how they have her posed and cover ever so that perfect. But y'all, come on. False beauty expectations. Nobody 80. I don't care how long you've had money. You did not look like that.
Do her like y'all do everybody else. Go ahead, touch it up. Make sure y'all take off all the wrinkles, all the
I said just leave a few. False.
I said everything else.
I said just leave a few. That is not correct. I said just leave a few. Make it believable, you know?
No, we're not here for believable. That's bullshit.
It depends.
That's bullshit.
No, hold on. It depends. Because you know how small Zendaya was or is? they made her smaller a few years ago and she came out like, yo, why the fuck would y'all do that? I'm already skinny. So it depends on who it is. Now, hold on. Not everybody wants to be touched up and altered like that. And sometimes they take it too far. And for her, Zendaya was like, bitch, put my legs back.
Listen, they gonna always do touch-ups. They always do edits, and they gonna do what they want to do.
I didn't say they shouldn't.
Just the same way.
Don't change what I said. Don't
the
say,
same
don't
way they
change
had.
What I said. I didn't say they shouldn't.
Who they have?
I said.
Who they have? They had Beyonce on the cover of the magazine.
No.
And they made Beyonce.
Beyonce
already
don't make the headline about her being 81. That was a 41-year-old on there. That wasn't 81. Yes, Joe, it's the same Martha. The same Martha we've been looking at for 30 years.
We know what Martha looked like, though.
Age 10, huh?
We know what Martha looked like, though. We've seen her on TV. We know what she looked like in real life.
Okay. All right. So let me tell you one of the
We've seen her, but we know that she has wrinkles and shit, though, because we've seen her.
Do we?
Like just on television.
Do you know how many people believe that's what people actually look like? You have any idea whatsoever how many people believe that's what somebody actually fucking looks like? Here's another reason why I have a problem with it. And I posted a picture of J-Lo like yesterday, I think it was. It might have been this morning, I'm not sure. And I've seen that picture, and I've seen other things of her before, unfiltered, unphotoshopped, just called natural environment. And why I say that, and it's not on Martha, it's not on who's taking the pictures, not who edited, to be responsible for how people perceive it. I'm not saying that at all. But it would have been good for her to do it because it would have, helped people also understand. And don't expect to be 81 and actually look like people put so much on themselves because of how they see other people look and things like that. That's also, and part of the reason is, I promise you, plenty of people thought that's what this woman looked like. A lot of people think that famous people look like that because they can afford to look like that too. Ain't no kind of surgery or nothing combating 81 years of age that fucking much. Joe, did you not see the pictures? Huh? What'd you say?
The same Martha who did Time. Yeah, that's the same Martha that did Jail Time.
I answered him like 3 minutes ago. But I mean, whatever. I mean, congrats.
I'd fuck edited Martha.
Say what?
I'd fuck unedited Martha. I would fuck unedited Martha, and I would fuck edited Martha.
I mean, some men would fuck anything. Look, plenty of men will fuck Oprah, Gail. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Especially when they have money.
But you know what?
Two things you want from sports. Wait.
You know what? Here's the problem.
Wait. We gotta comment. Hold on. Wait. Two things I want from Sports Illustrated: sports figures and role models. Well, this was the swimsuit edition, so that's different. That's different though. This was actually the swimsuit edition. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. we always throw Oprah in there, but Oprah ain't like just God forsaken ugly like that. She's not. It's females walking around that's way uglier than Oprah, and we just keep throwing Oprah in there like she's just
really. I was saying it because of
like
her
Oprah's
age.
not that
I
bad.
thought we were on an age subject. I didn't know we were on. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I think I named like older women. I wasn't saying. I wasn't saying for looks. Actually, no. I named older women with money. That's what it was. That's what I was doing. That's what I do. I named older women with money. Yeah.
Oprah could be broke and she'd still be good enough to get hit. She's
Interesting.
not that bad.
I didn't say
Gail,
she was.
Gail is a different
I
story.
went off of age. I
Gail
didn't say
is
that.
a different story.
I didn't say that at all. I didn't. You interpreted that way. I didn't say that.
So Gail,
I went off of
Gail
money.
is a different story. Martha, like you know, even Claire Huxtable, another one. She old, but shit,
I don't know
she
what
can
she
still
looks like
get it.
now. I can see for on the Cosby's. Yeah. I don't know what she looks
You didn't
like
see
now.
Creed 3?
Who?
Creed 3?
No, I didn't see it yet. I didn't really care.
Oh, well, she's on there. She plays the
It's
mother.
on my list of things to see.
But
I just didn't.
yeah, I mean,
Actually, I forgot. I actually would. Honestly, I would have watched it by now because I was gonna watch it on the streaming thing. I forgot all about it. I really did. Yeah, it is. A matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna have time tonight. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. I still gotta see Guardians of the Galaxy and I don't know. All right, so we were discussing dating, and we can take it back over to that because this is actually your topic. I didn't ask you any details or anything. All you said to me was dating pool, so that's what I wrote down. Oh God, why did it go over there?
because I keep seeing people put up something saying there's pee in the dating pool,
Oh, there's shit in
and
there also.
everybody has a lot of problems. Listen, a lot of people have a lot of problems with the dating pool, and I think that we're just not honest with ourselves, and that's why we have problems with dating. People just ain't honest with who they are, and that's our biggest problem because we'll go and we'll chase somebody that does not want to be chased. We'll inbox the motherfucker that will not answer. We'll text somebody that barely replies back, and that's the person we go after. But the person that's chasing you, you be like, nah. And they don't even they don't even be like bad or fucked up or ugly or nothing like. It's whatever the reason is. It's just that circle. You're gonna chase somebody. That person's gonna chase somebody else, and that person that they're chasing is chasing somebody else, and it's
That's
just
a
a
lot.
vicious circle of
That's a
people
lot.
chasing each other.
It depends. It depends on who you're talking about. It depends on who you're talking about. I just realized how dark my camera actually is. Really is fucked up. You can't even see. It depends on who you're talking about. And I laugh like that because I literally just got off the phone about 3 hours ago with Maya. Like, yo, I'm not saying shit else. I'm not chasing shit. That's why when you said it, like, yo, I have such a story to tell, which I'm not. But because of you saying it, I am about to say that much. Like, no. And some people think being chased and it's not. As far as what you said is you're gonna chase the person that's not interested in you versus the person chasing you. Well, if they were interested in the person chasing them, they'd be looking that way. And as far as looks goes, you have to define looks. What you might look great to one person, ugly as fuck to another. So it depends. You could be looking like, oh, this person looks good. Why aren't you talking to them? Well, first of all, that's very superficial, Miles. Let's start there. Shallow how? Let's start right there. Because I've been interested in people that society doesn't really find like attractive, but there's like really something about them. You know, somebody I was talking to recently. Oh my, love talking to him. I don't know how, as far as society looks at him and be like, oh, he's hot as fuck. I don't fucking know, but great conversation. So if it's like that, then yeah, you want to look at that person that's over there. But I don't know, child. Define chasing.
Chasing is basically when a person's just not meeting you halfway with things. So if I'm texting you, all the time, and let's say I'm 5-6 text messages in, and you have responded once or maybe twice.
Yeah.
And that's chasing because why am I texting you that twice as
that
much as
many
you're
times.
texting me.
Yeah,
You're not even responding
yeah, that's
to the
chasing.
text messages I'm sending.
Yeah,
Yeah, to
yeah,
me
that's
that's
chasing.
chasing. Or if I have to constantly, hey, when you gonna be free so we can go out sometime? Oh, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
Okay, and then a week later, hey, what's going on? When you gonna be free? So,
yeah,
okay, I'll let you know. That's chasing to me. To me, it
yeah.
is. So some
No,
people
I
they just think
agree.
it's
That would
pursuing,
be the only combatant to
but
that. I say some people communicate funny, so you would need to know that about that person. Um, some people, are legit busy. We've had look men complain about that a lot when it comes to women. Oh, well, I gotta constantly respond to you. I'm busy. Some people, it's different people out there that I've been look the legit part of the conversation I had with her earlier was because I tend to be that person that responds back quickly. I'm sorry for my promptness. I'm sorry for giving you my attention. And I say it that way is because I've had people, oh, you respond fast. Oh, okay. Well, I won't. You can wait. And now I've become that person. I've purposely made people wait because now I'm not even about to let you think that I'm gonna always respond right away though. Now I used to be that person. And it's not even like it would be, like friends or something that I will respond to. I'm not even saying, like a dating situation. Pretty much everybody I used to hurry up and respond because it's conversation. But yeah, as far as people not constantly communicating, some people just don't always communicate. But you have to know that about that person. But when they're just not responding to you like at all, then yeah, you're chasing them. Pride doesn't allow me to do that
well,
though
here's what I'm gonna say about
anymore.
the communication thing.
I used to do it out of anger,
People are bad at
but that
listen.
wasn't chasing. I just felt like I had to say everything I had to say. Yeah.
Let me explain something, and this is the weird thing about we'll say we are busy, but when you're a busy person, because I've seen people say, "Oh man, I'm busy. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. What I'm saying? I'm running around." People are busy, true enough,
Yeah.
but trust me, a person that likes you, they'll say, "I'm busy as fuck," but listen, I'm on lunch at such and such. You can meet me for lunch. I'm on break at such and such. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to meet me for lunch, or what I'm saying, like we can do something like that. I've had situations like that where the female was really interested. And she was like, listen, I'm busy as fuck. What I'm saying? I got
Yeah.
kids, school, this. But what I'm saying? I go on
You
lunch
just have to
break at such and such
communicate
time. I go,
that. Yeah.
and so they'll let you know because
Not
a person is
always.
just not really. If a person want to see you, they go make
No, I'm
some
saying they don't
adjustments to
always
see.
communicate that because some people don't know how to communicate. Some people can just have been that way for so long they don't even think to communicate that. That's just because that's just how they've gone through life for however long. So they're not even thinking to tell, oh, I'm just busy. I do believe that people make time for who they want to make time for. Um, I don't disagree with that. But when it comes to man, it's just so many different. It's people that just get lost in their own little world and they just ain't even thinking about you, and it's not like a shot or any kind of shade to you. They're just not thinking about you at the moment. But if you don't know how this person feels about you, then yeah, you're chasing. If they never expressed, okay, maybe that's a key to it also. If they've never expressed in any form of way how they feel about you, then yeah, you chasing. You chasing. Because, and I'm not even saying, yes, verbally telling you is better, but in no way, shape, or form they've showed you, maybe said little things here, then yeah, you chasing. You chasing and you should stop.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I see it.
Yeah.
I
I
see
have
it
a I
a
have a
whole lot
text
of people
I have
chasing.
a
I be thinking
text
to myself
limit.
like, you want
I have a text you limit
I'm like, yeah, you gonna
that I
lay
don't hear
above
from
and
people.
beyond.
Yeah. I have a text limit that I don't hear from somebody because honestly, you never know when something actually happened to somebody. And just nobody's informed you. But seriously, you just never know. Like, what if they just completely just disappeared off the face of the earth? Like, how long do you go and be like, hey, yo, you good? Or you just ignore me? Is it just me? You never fucking know.
I mean,
But that person would have to have
I don't
let
know,
you
bro.
know too. Well, they wouldn't. I don't think that's a situation they would have to let you know they're interested though. Just like that person, like
I
I need
mean,
to know you
it
gave some
depends.
kind of fuck about me for me to text you more than once. Something need to be
It
said.
always depends. It always
Something would have had
depends
to be
because
said. And that's the conversation me and her had. I made it up to 2 texts and I quit. Two text
you got
messages
to
and quit.
understand. Like people, okay. So what I've learned is this: um, a lot of times people will tell you that they're busy,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of times somehow, some way, you're connected with them on some social media platform.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no way you can tell me how busy you are, but you're posting up pictures of doing other shit.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like we so caught up in posting up pictures, we don't even think we've told somebody else, "Oh, I be busy all the time."
Mm-hmm.
Like, but you was just at a taco spot. You know
But
what I'm
see, my
saying? Like,
situation is
so
different.
you was
Like I
free
know for
during
a
that
fact this
time.
person is busy. It's so different. It's so that's why I like I said, I'm not about to drop all my fucking life story here. But it's different. People is like, what if it's not a 9 to 5 busy? You have to think some people ain't working just 9 to 5 jobs. They're kind of busy, maybe 2 days straight of doing shit. It's legit. Cause look, I've even noticed just from doing like the streaming and things like that, me going from purposely making people wait to respond to yo shit. I fucking forgot. But if I was still, I guarantee you, when I was still working that 9 to 5 job, it was totally different. Why? Because I used to always just be on my phone bullshit, not giving a fuck. And then my hours, like I knew when I was gonna take a lunch. But then my job was also a little bit different. Like I really could just be on my phone, whenever. Like I have 3 hour phone conversations at work. So, child, it just depends. Like I still stand by one, keep your pride. Don't be out here just, chasing after somebody, especially if they've shown like no interest in you. And even if they have, there should still be a limit. There should still be a limit. Even if they have, there should still be a limit. There should be. And I also say that too. Some people don't know how to end things. What if you have just been ghosted because they don't know how to say, hey, yo, I don't want to be bothered no more. Some people do not. Some people do ghost because of that. And only reason I don't like it is when it's a situation that deserves, to tell somebody. But I do understand how some people just don't know how. Some people don't want to hurt people's feelings. There's so many fucking reasons. Some people just don't want. Cause I've been that way before. I've been that way before. I've broken up with somebody before and cried because I just felt bad. It just wasn't working. Like when it's those situations where you're not breaking up with somebody over anger. Oh wow. Those are actually harder. Breaking up with somebody when you're not mad at them is just simply not working is actually harder than being angry. Am I wrong?
I wouldn't know. I don't have that. I don't know. I've never had that
No, I'm
experience.
just like, oh, I don't know what else to say to it. But yeah, I
When
noticed
I'm
that.
breaking up with somebody, it's usually I didn't. Usually it's because I expect certain
Plateau
things
different
from a
practice.
person, and if I express that and then it's
Thank you for
ignored,
the
I'm out.
follow. Wait, say that one more time. I'm sorry, I was thanking somebody. I love that name, by the way. What did you say? Say that again.
Oh, I was saying, the thing is, I don't know about the whole breaking up like that because usually, I'll break up once I've given you a chance and I've expressed something, and if it's ignored or you just continue to do the shit,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm just like, well, I'm not shit. I'm done. Well, you don't pay attention. There's no point of us.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can go and work on that later on down the line and come back
Give
later,
an
but
example.
as
How
of right
major does
now,
this
you
have to
don't.
be? Or is this a major or minor thing?
To me, it's major
But like
because it
that's what
could
I
be
said, give an
something as
example.
simple
What's
as
major to
I
you?
don't like I don't like negativity.
Mm.
So if we text every day
Mm-hmm.
and our
You don't do
conversations is
that.
normal, but when you decide to call me, it's because you're telling me something just negative every fucking time. Like every
Woo!
time, like there's just never a
Get that
call
energy
to
away from
say,
me. Oh my
"Hey, I'm just
God.
how you doing? How you
Yes.
doing?" Like I
I
can't get a how
agree.
you doing, but you go call to tell me like somebody pissing you off or somebody pissed you off at work, and
That's true.
it can be problems that can be easily solved, but you choose to just be angry about the shit.
Yes.
Like, I'm
No,
telling
you're
you what to
right.
do. Like, why
You're
are you
right.
still
You know why you're right?
angry? Like,
You're right because I used to be that
so
person.
yeah,
You are absolutely right because I used to be that person. Hold on, Democratus. I hope that's how I say. I love that fucking. No, let me call you Plato. But that's so funny. We were talking about Caesar and shit earlier. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong camera. We were talking about Caesar and shit earlier. What was I about to say? You're right. Oh, you're right because I used to be that person. Do you know something? I didn't even know I was that person, right? I handle situations so differently now. I don't give a fuck. Two, when I see people are like that, like every time I talk to you, you're having a bad day, leave me the fuck alone. Don't say anything to me because
yeah.
I don't want to take that on. That is such negative energy. I don't fucking want it. Get the fuck away from me. And like, I know some people don't realize it because I didn't realize it. And some people also don't realize it because they don't have anything good going in their life. What is there good to talk about? The sun came out today.
If you're in a relationship with somebody, and you don't have anything positive to talk about because your life is that bad, you don't need to be in a relationship. You
true.
don't need to be with nobody.
This is true.
Bringing them
No,
down.
this is true. This is true because I feel like other people aren't responsible for your sadness. But you know, misery loves company. I'm gonna hold my own thoughts so I can get the Play-Doh. He said, "You, Maz, why you say the gentleman on the right side of the screen? There's only one guy here. Doesn't seem like the kind of person that doesn't do a lot of things in the heat of anger, so he can't relate. No, and that's what I was saying. You're right. He actually doesn't. This is how I know when we had our podcast before, or when we started it, like all of us was arguing except him. What about Caesar? We were actually talking about Cleopatra. So we were talking about
and
Cleopatra,
I got off the phone with y'all niggas too.
Julius Caesar, Augustus, and yeah. You have a PhD on Caesar. God damn it, Plato. Where were you an hour ago? Where were you an hour ago? Oh no. Damn it. Yeah, you gotta come back, man. As soon as I seen that name, I'm like, fuck, we were just discussing. Well, we literally started talking about like almost at the beginning of the show. The worst thing about Cleopatra, oh boy. Now, Plato, I just met you. Go ahead. What's the worst thing about Cleopatra? While he's saying that, I will say, that I'm more picky because some people don't realize some people take on other people's emotions. And I noticed that about myself. When I'm with people that are depressed a lot, I become depressed. When I'm with people that, and I mean relationship-wise, when I've been with people that's angry, I've been angry. So you just have to be very careful. You are exactly right, because that showed that, hold on, I'm coming, Plato. You just have to be very careful. But a part of that is being self-aware of yourself. Part of that is definitely being self-aware. You have to be aware of the fact that there's somebody around you that needs not be. But again, misery loves company. Plato said she had a sister who, when Caesar was alive, he allowed to live in peace in a temple in Rome and allowed to stay alive it was politics. And from what I've heard, the Roman people were like, yo, don't kill her. She's just a kid. The day Caesar was killed, Cleopatra had her killed in the temple to eliminate any competition. Now, we watched a documentary on Netflix that said something different. Now, I don't want to first of all, Netflix documentaries are actually fucking amazing. I believe on a Netflix documentary, and mind you, Plato, I'm not saying you're wrong. Just telling you what I watched, okay? The information we were given was that she didn't get to her sister right away. If I'm not mistaken, even Mark Anthony even met up with her at some point. She was conspiring shit. Now, she did eventually get the bitch. She eventually got her ass. She got her ass. Oh, no, I knew you were going to say they were wrong. I knew you were going to say even the one about Caesar. I don't think I've seen the one about Caesar. I'm going to say you're wrong because, I don't know what your studies are. So I'm not going to tell you wrong. But yeah. We were told that she got her, though. It wasn't, yeah, they didn't say it was the day. Oh, shit, my connection just dropped. That's okay. They didn't say it was the day But they did was like, yeah, she got her ass. Wait. Did we miss any topics? But thank you, Plato, for the information. Um, oh, we got Jamie Foxx. Let's go ahead and knock these two out real quick. We got Jamie Foxx and did I close that thing? I did not. No, I didn't. Come on, I did not close you out, so you can't act silly. You have to let me change the topic. Thank you. Ooh, it fucked it up though. So Jamie Foxx, this has been about maybe a month ago. When I watched the Julius Caesar, I couldn't believe how wrong it was. Child, we done moved on from the topic. Jamie Foxx was in the hospital about a month ago, maybe. I don't know exactly when he was in the hospital. Reports just came out that he was in the hospital, and they was never informed that he was no longer in the hospital. Wow, I just lost my live. I didn't even get a chance to share it. It just went the fuck away. Somehow my internet connection dropped. I learned it gets archived. Then her sister, or his sister, oh my god, his daughter was like, I don't know why y'all keep saying that he's okay. He's been home for weeks. He's outside. What did he say? Pickleball? I don't fucking know. But she was basically making it seem like he's been fine forever. And
yeah, pickleball.
Yeah. Here's where my issue was. Y'all ain't got to tell us everything, but don't come out asking for hopes and prayers and then not telling people when he's okay. That's where I had the issue. Y'all didn't need to tell us the day of, but when she was like, I'm like, girl, wait, because you have to understand when people have a fan base, they may not know this person personally, but they actually do give a shit about their well-being. Like, they actually care. It's not fake caring. So, nobody needs an explanation of what was wrong with him, but if you asking people to give a shit when they're not okay, just let them know they all right. She made the post about their show coming. She slid that shit in there. Then, girl, weeks ago, you could have been like, okay, he's okay. Thank y'all. Period. Because a lot of people were like, oh, well, the media shouldn't ran with it. Well, nobody told the media he was okay. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing?
I mean, okay, so here's the thing. Listen.
All right, Plato.
The media shouldn't have had all these extra stories about all this extra shit. Like, if y'all didn't know, then don't say anything. Like, don't run with these stories because we confused. We like, oh shit, he on his deathbed. Y'all running with stories like he gone. Where y'all getting these stories from? Who knows?
Because that's the catch-22 for that. I don't disagree with you. I don't feel like, now, because I'm saying they should have said something, I'm not saying the media should have kept putting things out there like that. They really, should they have just said there's no update. But the thing is, I don't know where the information was coming from that the media was putting out there. Because it's not like we had the discussion before when you were like, I don't know why the Shade Room takes so long to post versus some other sites. And I was like, well, they try to make sure their information is valid. So, I don't know where the media was getting the information from, and perhaps they have decided to just let it go because of how they got scrutinized for putting the information out there. Maybe because they got hit so heavy, they didn't bother saying, hey, well, such and such, this valid source that we thought. Because what if it was just somebody from in the family? You know? I don't know where they were getting it from, but I know where I was seeing it, saying his health was declining. And so I haven't seen them post anything that, repetitively that they shouldn't have and they needed to retract either. But then too, I'm going to be honest with you, if it was my dad was Jamie Foxx and I'm seeing y'all saying he's still fucked up, that's all I would have just made a tweet. Share the story. You don't even have to report it. You don't have to reach out to anybody. You don't even have to keep scrolling through social media. None of that. I would have just been like, my dad's okay. Thank y'all for y'all concern. Period. Period. That was just it. That's just it. And that's just out of concern also for people, like I said. If you telling us that he's not okay, then let us know when he is. Plato said at the very least. Wait, let me move this out the way because I can't see part of your comment. Plato said at the very least she is hoping sending out that info would keep life insurance premium. Ooh, Lord. Ever heard Jamie Foxx talk about how many hours a day he has to act white? That sounds familiar. But I have to be honest with you, a lot of people of color experience that. He talks about when he gets home, sits down and relax and thinks to himself, I only had to act white for. Yeah, I've had those thoughts. But the daughter might have a publicist suggesting to do that. Yeah, I've had those thoughts, but perhaps my thoughts may not have been as hard for other people of color. Since I was a child, my mother has always been very particular about grammar and speech. It didn't totally stop me. I still say ain't. I still put my elbows on the table. Like God, my mother's fucking nuts. Okay, there's a lot of things I've been put through life that blending in was not that hard for me. I have a lot to say about that. No child should be put through that. I know somebody asked, 'cause I spent so much time around my grandparents, and they were directly from the South, and they had very heavy Southern accents. Somebody was like, "Yo, why don't you have it?" Because I really spent a lot of time with my grandmother, especially like as a baby, as words are forming. I'm learning to walk, and I told her because my mother would stop me. Whenever she heard that, even if I was just playing around, I got corrected. Even if I was just playing around, I got corrected. So when it came to like having office jobs, and it wasn't that difficult for me, and it sucks because you really are two people.
I mean, shit, it happens.
What? Are you two people, or are you the person based on your environment? I mean, it was a office workspace. But
I mean, everybody has urban camouflage. Well, most people have urban camouflage.
Most, right? Not everybody. Some people got it, and they think they got it, and they definitely.
I mean,
I
talk
like
about it all the time.
near.
Where I talk about, I had a heavier Southern accent, and I had to actually work at pronouncing my words better. When I was younger, because people really couldn't understand me up here. I mean, I was born up here. Don't get me wrong. I was born up here, but it was very hard for people to like understand things because I was just saying words and it was just coming out very, very Southern accentish.
Yeah.
So I had to change. And once I did start to pronounce words better, then the black kid said, I talk white or I talk proper. So I really was like,
there it is.
If I talk
there it is. There it is. You talk proper and immediately get associated with talking white. Because how we've been discussing on here, it really is how, I'm not talking like this because we're live. This is really just, for me now, there is now if I was at work, it depends. My last job wasn't that strict on a lot of things. The world has also changed a lot. Once upon a time, you couldn't even wear different color hair to work at Walmart. So now it wasn't about you had to wear business attire every single day, and eventually things like dress down and casual days. And now pretty much I think a lot of workplaces now are a lot more casual when it comes to clothing. What is a person ultimately? Do they have souls? Do they have free will or respectable reasons to exist? We will never know. Woo, Plato, get out of here. Because I'm not sure what you just said. It sounds smart, but I don't get I don't, you got me with that one. Yeah, you got me with that one. Unless you're still talking about Jamie, I'm not sure. But yeah, when it comes to it depends. It depends on how you grew up and things like that. But yeah, I definitely would have had one hell of a Southern accent. I promise you. Because my mother's side of the family, they were one generation off from the South. So I had tons of Southern accents around me, 24/7 actually. I couldn't even read it. Child, you got me. What is a person ultimately? Do they have souls? Do they have free will or respectable reasons to exist? We will never know. I could read it, but I did not look at it correctly for all the punctuation marks. That's what was fucking me up. Cause you whatever you try to you got the commas, but I did not read ahead as I tend to do when I'm reading things. Yeah, I fucked up. I started off fucked up. But yeah, it's and I know with my children I don't do that. I don't say that. I don't really correct them. I know there's less of a need than what my mother had. I can say that for sure. Or a reason even that my mother saw that she felt the need to correct me. I don't really tell, my real name, but I got named that because of her knowing that when I put that name on a job application, they didn't know if I was gonna be black, white, male, or female. So she was like, "Yo, at least you can get in the door." The rest of that shit's on you. And that's literally why she named me that. Well, outside of, her and my dad just couldn't agree, and that's the only thing he accepted. So you're like, okay, well, here's all the reasons why that'll work. You were talking about people having two versions, so I wonder if we even have one version ultimately. No, I don't. I don't think we have one version of ourselves. I think we have many different versions of ourselves. I think we live many different lifetimes within one lifetime. I think we're constantly changing who we are and blah, 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 philosophical, blah, 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 blah. It's just, like, that's why I said, like, with me, it used to depend on, who I was around. But again, it wasn't as difficult for me. Like, I didn't get thrown into that. Like, my mother would always tell me things like that. So it wasn't as hard for me. She sells by the seashore. She sells by fuck you, Plato. I had a rap verse I was trying to think of to finish that off just to prove I could say it. Oh, I can't think of what the fuck it was. Oh, he shall see shells by the seashore, meaning shoot somebody. That's what it was. He shall see shells. Shout out to Royce, because that shit had to be hard to say with that list. Yo, what? Speaking of speech, like, a lot of people probably don't even realize that Royce, or if you've heard him rap, has a very heavy lisp. I didn't know until years ago that I was watching him in an interview. I'm like, yo, what? Because the man put words together so fucking crazy. I was surprised. All right, so we can leave it at this is our last one, and then we are definitely over our hour. Our last topic, I guess we saved the best for last. Our last topic is, if I can, almost messed everything up. What is this doing? Oh my God. Sorry for anybody looking at the topic. I did something stupid. Oh wow, it's still doing stupid things. Why is it doing this? Because I'm trying to get the fuck off of here. That's why it's doing stupid things. Okay. There we go. I got it. Mother's Day is the topic. Did you do anything special for your mother for Mother's Day?
No.
Yeah.
No. I had a rule, like, and I think people thought I was playing, but I was like, once I have a son or I have a daughter and I have a kid that I have to be responsible for, it's the only time I'm really responsible for getting any type of gifts, presents, or doing anything spectacular. So, even if you need something, somebody be like, hey, I need $10. And I say, hey, I don't have it. I have a kid. I don't have it. Even if I got 100 million in the bank, if I tell you I don't have it because I have a kid, that's what it is.
Really?
It's the exchange rate. If I got to take care of a kid, hey, man, sometimes that kid is getting everything. He gets 100%.
You could get a piece of paper and a pencil. You could send an email. Just tell your mother how she feels.
I said, no, I want to see my mother on Mother's Day.
I'm low-key fucking with you because I get
year.
what you're saying. But yeah, those kind of, it's not even because of Mother's Day. Like, you can do cheap things. You can do free things. Because that's what I would tell you.
I mean, I could.
I'm not about to let you.
I mean, I could, but I listen. There's a million things I could have did that was free and blah blah blah. But my kid is my responsibility. That's my priority. If I had a wife, then she would be responsibilities and priorities. But I have a child. My child that's who. His birthday coming up. That's what I'm worried about. Everything else is pretty much, hey, happy birthday. Hey, happy Mother's Day. Hey, Merry Christmas.
Oh, so
I'm not
did
about
do
to
something.
be, you
Okay,
know,
you did something. All you had to do was say, I didn't do nothing special. We didn't need this whole spiel about you being cheap as Terry Crews. Plato said, I sent a text, usually call, but you was working. And that's enough. I think especially when, well, even when you're younger, okay, I'm going to change that. I think mothers get gifts based upon the relationships that they have with their children. And
I mean,
what
I
those children
sometimes
can give them. That's just how I see it. That's just how I see it. But I do feel like as we get older, and times they are changing. Mother's Day used to be like a get together with family, So now it's, like he said, text. Hi, Ma, happy Mother's Day. Phone call. Hi, Ma. Or send a call, which are not unusual things. One of the busiest days of the year for the male is Mother's Day. Why? Because everybody's sending their mother a card. So I think it's just showing some form of anything. For me, yo, I got my Xbox gift card. Thank you. A Reese cup and a card. I was happy as a bug in a rug. Why? Because it was also that my children knew me. They knew me well enough to give me, Xbox gift card. That was sweet. They didn't just say, "Oh, we're not just gonna get mom a card." Plus, my son this is his first year like working. And also, I really appreciate. I'm like, oh my god, this is the first year like you really worked, and you went and spent money on me for Mother's Day. He didn't have to. He never has to do it again. It was just and I told him that. I said, "Oh, look at you got a job buying me something." I really appreciated that. I really did. I really actually. He could have anything. It was just the fact that he took his money that he worked for and went and bought me.
we get it. Every day is Father's Day in your world.
Play-Doh, what the fuck? Play-Doh, look. Play-Doh just joined my Twitch. Shout out to Play-Doh. You was. That was like the short version, the shortcut to what you said every day. But yeah, and probably most mothers are that way too. Phone call, especially like you get older, you talk to parents.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. But
There
there is some mother out there like y'all better appreciate me today. I've never been that mother though. I've never been that mother. I've never been like, but like my mother's still fairly young I get a little bit older, but they gonna make something in school. Well, you know what? They did not. I am going to end because I have to switch everything over, Joe. But I'm gonna get back on though for about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half. But yeah. Are you telling me I need to get off my own podcast, Joe? We are well over our hour though. We are definitely over an hour. Yeah, I'm gonna end it and then I know why Joe wants me to raid somebody. That's why Joe is saying that. Do you have the person you wanted me to raid? If you want to get that together while we start to wrap this up, just let me know who it was. I had to think of who I was talking to. I had to think of who I was talking to. Joe be on me about raiding people. Oh my god, Play-Doh is something. Play-Doh is fucking hilarious. I think that did cover like all of our stuff though. That was actually no, I don't think I know that covered. KB, okay, I got KB, and then I'll be back on about 20 minutes ish. I'm gonna do beats tonight though, Joe. I'm probably gonna game after, but I'm gonna do beats for a little bit. I haven't in so long. Oh, I might not. Oh no, I definitely am because I gotta pay that bill for that membership. That's all I'm about to say. I might not, but yeah, I still have to pay that bill, and then I'll be able to do it. But yeah. I don't know. I might game tonight. I don't know how long I'm gonna be on tonight though. KV12. Is that somebody from Twitter? I don't. Why am I sitting here? I'm like literally in my head. I'm thinking you're about to respond like faster than your fingers can move when I ask you that. First of all, there's a slight delay. Okay. I think if I type her name though, when I go over to my stream manager, because I'm gonna do it from Twitch. For whatever reason I can't do it from this service. Better on Twitter. Okay. Best game on Twitch is just chatting. Is it a game? Is it a game? No. The best one is bikinis, pools, and hot tubs. Y'all ever tune into that shit? That is the funniest shit. Now, mind you, I'm not even judging. I'm not mad at it. If people want to send you subscriptions for standing up there in a swimsuit or bikini, you ain't wearing no less than somebody wear on a motherfucking beach. There's one, oh fuck, I can't think of her name exactly because I would give her a shout out too. I think it's Lauren Shea LA or something. She's been doing it for years, but she is such a vibe. Now, hers is different. Like when you go in to watch her, like she is actually entertaining. She is talking like, she is, yeah, she's very good. She's different. She's not the one to just send me money and I'll stand up. She's actually very entertaining. She's up for a Chatty Patty Award too. I don't know if she's won it or anything or not. Yeah, Play-Doh. Ideally, that would be how it's done, but it doesn't work. So I just open it on the on Google. Like I gave up. I'm tired of trying. It hasn't worked yet. Maybe once it did. The bikini streams are not for subscription. It's to lure viewers to the OnlyFans. Oh yeah, I agree. Oh no. You're absolutely right. I know. I totally agree. Now I don't know if Lauren does that. Now hold on. Don't put her in that category because she's, like I said, she's been, from what I've learned, she's actually been doing this for a long time. But yeah, oh yeah, I peep game. Oh yeah, I peep, because how else? That's one of the best ways. You got thousands of people, hundreds, whatever, watching you, and then you can promote your OnlyFans for the real subscription. The thing is, they do get gift subscriptions on here. I think Lauren just had like 1,000. They do get gifted, so they get the money here, they get the money there. They get the money 2 times. Like, that's what's up. I'm not mad at it. Because, especially, a lot of them are like, 18, 19, 20, whatever. Usually around that age range up until like 28 or something. And I flat out told somebody the other day, I'm like, shit, there's worse things they could be doing. You out here no less than what's on the beach. And a lot of them don't need the OnlyFans. Because, like I said, Lauren, I'm pretty sure that's what I was looking at. That's 1,000 right there. OnlyFans for what? You want more money? Then okay. That's 1,000, and that's on Kick. Kick is different. That's 1,000 times 5. Well, 480, 490, whatever the fuck Kick takes. That's not half. Like, she does have Twitch also. I haven't watched her Twitch channel though. $2 on a subscription. Yeah, see, look, I was just saying it. Yeah, boom. As you were typing it, I was telling you. That's overall. Kick is 90-10. Isn't it 90, or is it 95? I forget. I don't remember what my deposit was. It's either 90 or 95 to, I can't fucking remember. But it's not 50-50. It's not 50-50 plus tax. And the difference with Kick is they pay it. You actually get that. I don't know if everybody knows, but Twitch is a little different. You can have 100 subscriptions, but they don't collect that money right away. So if when they go to pull the money, that money's not in your account, honey, you just shook it for nothing because you're not going to get it. Kick, however, they collect it right away. 1,200, that's what's up. Because when I'm saying this, it's only May 18th, baby. And 1,200 was her highest. No, I'm talking about the leaderboard, boo. 1,200 was her highest. What you talking about, Play-Doh? I'm talking about that was the number one person. I don't remember what second, third, and whatever else we can't see. Shit. Trade you. Let me get them thousands. I would take the 1,000 though. 95.5. Okay. I'm like, I can't remember what my deposit was. I just knew that I didn't have to worry about it like you have to worry about with Twitch. And I just learned that about Twitch a couple weeks ago. Kick? No, Kick just came out in December. What you talking about, Play-Doh? Or December, sometime late last year. Here. Right. I remember a lot of streamers in 2020, game streamers, they switched over. Well, not switch, but provided the Cash App option. And look, I watched a lot of game streaming then. So I know motherfuckers got paid. Like, I ain't questioning it. I've seen the donations coming through. I know it happened. But yeah, no, Kick is like kind of just getting started. And with the downfall, oh wow, I didn't mean to give y'all the dub over, my bad. with the downfall of Facebook gaming, a lot of people have switched over to Kick. It's like, oh my god, this thing just keeps hitting it twice. It's like when Mixer ended, it was go to Facebook or go to Twitch. So, oh, he's thinking KIK. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that. I forgot about that one. That's why I'm like, no. But here's mine, by the way. In case you want to head over there, because I do have affiliate on there, and you if you would like, feel free to sub. I don't have it over on Twitch. Twitch is like the impossible baby. Twitch is like so unreachable for me. I don't know what it is, but I got kicked within a few weeks. It was easy. But yeah, you must be thinking of KIK. I don't even remember it. I just remember what the logo looked like. I just remember when you said KIK, I just pictured the fucking logo. And I'm pretty sure that was green too, wasn't it? Wasn't that one green and white? I think the other kick is green and black though. Yeah, I think the other one's green and black. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you got anything else, Maz?
Happy Mother's Day to everybody who was a mother that I watching the show. That's it.
You like a week late almost.
Better late than never.
I'm not. I just put my link, Play-Doh. It's a whole new streaming platform. And the payout is 95 to 5. No, beloved. Trust me, you want to go look at that. The only thing is it's new, so it's still a beta. But I don't really have any complaints for it being what it is. They even have the app out already. So, like I said, I got my money. So she ain't got... Only thing I would have had to complain about with it being new is if I bitch didn't get paid. And then we would have had a problem. But they sure did send my money. My dad figured it out. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really think about it. What it is when they hold that money like that, what they do is they take your money and they get to invest it into whatever they want to do. And then they pay you at the beginning of the month. But like I said, the beauty is you do get it. It's not the risk like with Twitch is. It's yeah, it's not the same risk. What name did you say that was, Joe? Because I'm pretty sure my chat keeps dropping it. Yep. I had it and I was looking at it, but every time I go and come back, it refreshes it. Oh, KB12. Who owns this one? Neither. A streamer. Damn, Play-Doh, you getting fucked up right now. I can't think of his name. I forgot. It starts with an E if I'm not mistaken. Nope, not some gambling company. Try again. It's a streamer created it. A streamer promoted it. A streamer put it out there. And a streamer said, yo, y'all getting 95. Now, will that change one day? Probably. But best believe you better go get your 95 to 5 while it's there. You better take advantage of every fucking option that they giving you before it does possibly change. I don't know if it stays this way forever. I know I'm taking my 95.5. KB12, okay. Yeah, every time I come back to the page, it refreshes it. And my brain is doing too much stuff. You know what? She's not coming up. She's not coming up at all. I'm trying to put her in here. I'm putting her name and I'm spelling it correctly. She's not coming up. But yeah, Kick is, like I said, I got paid. If Mixer failed, this one would die too. What you mean? I didn't spell it wrong. CJ, I knew you were going to spell it. I knew you were going to say that. I wasn't even looking at the screen. I'm literally saying I didn't spell it wrong. And then I come back to the screen and what the fuck did Joe say? Joe just think I'm a natural born fuck up out here. Never mind, she in it. Boom. Told you she wasn't coming out. Now, take it back, Joe. Take it back, Joe. Actually, I want to send you over to MJ. He keeps putting me up on tab and rating me. And every time I've tried to top his name, it didn't come up. He must have actually been ending before I got to him, come to think of it. So I'm actually going to send you over to him. just let them know I said, hey, like I said, I'll be back on here maybe in about 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna do beats tonight and then gaming. I plan on doing gaming, but I'm definitely doing beats, so I don't know. Um, and then Plato, thank you so much. You see you between you and Joe, this has been a good one. Oh, between you and Joe, this has been a good one. I love my lurkers, but I love the people that get involved in the conversation. And Plato, I really wish you had been here at the beginning of the stream while we were talking about Cleopatra and everything. Because like, what even if I wouldn't have agreed with you, I would have liked to know what you knew. Because I can have conversations with people. That don't mean you're gonna change my mind. But you might introduce me to something and be like, you know what, that makes sense. So I do believe you. So yeah, but we are every Thursday for the podcast. My game streaming and my live streaming is every day. Podcast Thursdays. We gonna start saying 8:30 because we never make it on here by 8 o'clock. We gonna say Thursdays 8:30 Eastern. We never start at 8 o'clock. So we might as well just say 8:30. Might as well just do that. I hate to end the stream. There's actually so many people here, even if they're not saying anything. It's unfortunate. But I'm gonna send you over to MJ. Just tell him I said hey. He's playing Call of Duty right now, actually. But yeah, I finally get to actually like raid him back and shit. So fun to lurk here. Oh yeah, because I talk to the lurkers. Like look, you ain't gotta say nothing for me to talk to you. I see you. I see you. I know you're there. I was the lurker watcher. Yeah, I was the lurker watcher. All right, it's sending y'all off in 3, 2, 1. Bye, Twitch. All right, Kick, where you at? I'm pretty sure that went through already. It's probably gonna tell me it can't. I just want to make sure it actually did. All right, Twitch or Kick. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to raid. You gotta have 5, and I only got 4. So I will have to just see y'all. Like I said, I'll be back on here probably about 20 minutes. I don't know. I haven't eaten yet, so I need to eat. But I'll definitely be back on tonight for about an hour for music production. All right, bye, Kick. Oh, and YouTube. Oh my God. I forgot we were up on YouTube. Oh, good. Nobody said anything over there.